Hi, I'm Mike Malone from Impressions Games, and you're watching Chowdah on AT&T 3.
If your fingers twitch uncontrollably and your eyes scan your surroundings in search of imaginary enemies, you just might be a gaming fan. If creating Egyptian empires or taking on the gods gets you going, you just might be an Impressions Games fan. Chowdah correspondent Chris Bowles slipped past the receptionist to get an inside look at the world of computer games.
Who are you? What's your name? And what's your position here? What do you do at Impressions?
My name is Darren Horrible. I am the art director at Impressions, so I direct and manage the art department for all the different products that we make here. I go in and I figure out a lot of the technical issues involved with the artwork, get a lot of the problems solved, come up with some of the ideas, design some of the tools that we might use to get the game graphics into the game itself. The real goal, and it's not always easy to achieve, is to have it look almost like one artist made the game.
What's your favorite color?
My favorite color? Let's say purple. That's a good color for today.
Why is your job cooler than other jobs?
Whether it's a game or not, the fact is you're making these graphics, and you have to use not only artistic ability but technological understanding. So you work with programmers and designers, and they have to come together in an interactive way that other people can play with. So it's sort of like just the idea of bringing all these facets together into one thing that then goes out to many people is really interesting to me.
We're here in the art department with Mike Malone. Mike, why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself, what you do here at Impressions?
I'm responsible, or I head up the effort for a lot of the in-game cinematics that you see. Basically, that means that when you launch a computer game, like the movie that you see, basically I'm in charge of the aesthetics of that.
So what do you do in order to do animation in terms of learning about movement?
Basically, it's a lot of research, and we go through a lot of reference material, and also really just observing people. Just the more that you animate, the more you find yourself looking around and just studying life.
What are some of the things that can go wrong in the animating process?
Nothing.
Not while you're around, right? Not on your watch?
Yeah, exactly.
And so what are some of the things that can go right? What are some of the things that you really enjoy?
I really enjoy the creativity involved with it. Whatever we dream up with the approval of the designers, and if it fits into the project, we can do whatever we want, basically, within that realm.
Now, here's just a random question. What's up with that?
Well, I would have to say, if I was going back, that he's studying to be a scientist, and that he's no taller than 3'6".
I'm Mark West. I'm one of the quality assurance testers here at Impressions. We'll look at the game's programming to make sure everything is working smoothly, there's no crashes, that there's no conflicts. The art, to see that the art matches. There might be graphics glitches or things that aren't colored right, or something might not appear the way it's supposed to appear. Music, sounds, right sounds being played at the right times. Does the music match? Is it distorted? So really every aspect of the game we evaluate.
Who would be your dream person to play against?
Probably anybody who finds that they're really good and is really smug about it. Yeah. Those are the people. Those are the people you want to take on. That's right. Lords 3 is a sequel of sorts to Lords of the Realm 2, and it's a medieval strategy game where you manipulate kings and political opponents, and you have armies, and you build castles, and you ship goods, and you're essentially trying to live the life of a medieval noble. Similar in a lot of ways to the first one, but just a little bit more ambitious in terms of its scope and the options and the things that you can do.
What's your favorite medieval weapon?
It's not a weapon, but I love the Maiden. Iron Maiden, just rocking.
What makes a computer game good?
It's almost a mythical thing, the essence of fun. There are a lot of times that something sounds really fun on paper, or when to talk about it, it sounds fun, but when you actually sit down and play it, it just isn't. And to some degree, you can design fun, and to some degree, you need to just sort of have the concept, start playing at it, and then seeing if it is fun or not, and then you have to keep tweaking it until it is.
Because a younger generation grows up never having known a world in which computers were not part of it. They just accept computer games as just a legitimate form of entertainment. There's no sense of, I have to learn this new tool, because they've just been around it all the time. As the audience grows, I think the scope and the theme of different games will grow along with it, and I think that'll just in turn make the audience even bigger.